Okay, welcome back to Sports Chat with Greg and Bryan. And Greg,
Yes, sir, Brian.
the
That's better.
baseball season is 1/4 of the way through.
And I can see that you're wearing your Motley Crue. Oh,
No,
who is that? Def
it's a Grateful
Leppard, a Grateful
Dead.
Dead. I
God,
don't
you
know.
are
I
you
don't
are so
follow.
out of it.
I do not do that heavy metal stuff,
It's
man.
the Grateful Dead are not heavy metal at all.
I don't do any of that stuff.
They're not. I mean, it's
If it
not.
ain't
It's just
country, my two,
they played like pseudo country music,
there's only two types of music, right?
country and
Country
western.
and Western.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. So if it ain't that, then I ain't probably listening to it. My Christian
Well,
country
but you would
music.
need to listen to the Grateful Dead because they do play country songs.
Oh, yeah, maybe I will. But
Anyway,
anyway,
yeah. Anyways, moving along. We're going to talk about baseball, the baseball season, and there's a reason why. You'll understand later as we go through this. If you like the video, please click the like button. It's right down there.
we think.
Yep, it's
We
down
hope.
there. And if you like the content of our channel, please subscribe. We'd appreciate that very much.
Actually, we'd appreciate it if you didn't like the content of our channel, but just did it.
Yeah,
We would
it
still like it.
doesn't matter.
Because you know what? So Jim Rome, you remember Jim Rome?
Mm-hmm.
So he had a talk show, sports talk show, and I might have said this before. And he said, just give us 2 weeks. You may not like it now, but give us 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, if you don't like it, get out. But I guarantee you're going to like it.
Okay. Well, I hope that we have that same impact.
That's what I'm trying to say. Just give us 2 weeks. All you have to do is watch us 5 times a week for 2 weeks, and we're going to win you over.
The full videos and go to the long ones.
Yeah,
go
to really long. Yeah.
All right. So anyway, but we're going to talk about baseball season at the quarter pole because that's where we are right now, more or less.
The quarter pole. All
at
right.
the quarter pole, right? So I know it seems funny. The baseball season is just, I mean, we think of it as having just started, but it's a quarter of the way done. Almost every team is 40 games in, 41, 42, somewhere around in there, 40, 41, 42. And it's just a good point to take a look at this and go, okay, where are the teams that we thought were going to be where they were going to be, right?
Okay.
I remember that you said the New York Yankees, you were looking at the Yankees making it to playoffs and the World Series playing the Dodgers.
I was looking forward to that.
Right.
I mean,
okay. Obviously, I mean, you look at this and you go, okay, well, the Tampa Bay Rays are in first place.
They are.
Which is I was not expecting this.
Nobody was expecting this.
I don't think so either.
Except for Tampa Bay.
In their last 10 games, they're 9-1.
Who have they played?
I don't know.
So
I just know they're 9-1.
So that's an important aspect of the game, right?
I mean, they didn't play the Angels 10 times. So we know that that's not an issue.
It's not a terrible issue, but they have to play them. And once again, they probably played some hard teams early on, so it doesn't really matter. But you're saying the last 10, so
they're 9-1 in their last 10.
So go ahead. So the last 10 games.
All right. In the American League Central, now here's the deal. And you look at this in the Cleveland Guardians, they're the only team that's above 500. All the rest of the teams
I'm going to tell you that I kind of had a sneak preview on this.
All right.
The American League does not look good.
Well, it's you can look at it one of two ways. Maybe, and I don't know how often the Tigers and the Royals and how many teams from the Central have played each other.
Mm-hmm.
But if they've been playing each other and just beating up on each other.
Yeah, you split series and stuff like that, right?
Then
to have a 5-12 percentage as your guy, as the team leading.
Yeah.
That's.
And then on top of it, the Minnesota Twins are only 3 games out and they're in the bottom. That's really, really close.
Well, that's a good thing about being in a tight division because now that makes it exciting because anybody can win that division. Nobody's out, even your Detroit Tigers who are under 500 right now. I had to bring that up, Brian.
I know that, but so let's go on to the next part here.
Which I think the next part might be even worse for you. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yes. Okay. I was banking on Tariq Skubal
I know you were.
as he's a two-time Cy Young Award
Mhm.
winner. He's the reigning Cy Young Award winner in the American League. I was banking on him being the guy that's going to lead them forward. And now he's out. And the prognosis is they took out some bone bits that were floating around in his elbow.
Oh, man. So first of all, and they take him out and they say he's fixed. Those bone bits came from somewhere.
Yes, they did.
So
That's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign.
Just
and that
get
could be
through
the
the
reason
season.
why whoever let him go.
No, he's been a Tigers guy.
No,
all along.
I thought he was the guy that I don't follow.
No, that's Framber Valdez.
Oh, that's the closer or something like that.
No, he's the other starter.
Oh, the other starter. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and who's also. My point is on this is they figure it's going to be 2 to 3 months.
Oh my God!
Before he comes back, yeah, and that's.
I mean, that's 10 wins, right? 8 to 10 wins for them.
Probably.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to pick it up, whether it's Framber Valdez or they find somebody else that's got to step in.
It's not necessarily 8 to 10 losses because somebody's going to take his place and win a couple.
Right.
But it's 6 losses. And if you look at the standings, 6 losses is going to cost them a division series.
A lot. Unless they've got somebody that for 10 to 12 weeks can keep them even.
Yeah.
He does. But dude doesn't have to be 10-0.
No, but there's no guarantee that this guy's even going to come back and be anywhere near what he was.
At least maybe not this year. And next year is a different story. But
players coming back from injury, especially like elbow, knee injury, there's always the fear of it's going to happen again. And it gets into their psyche.
I can't argue with that one way or another. It just bothers me. And I heard about this, I think it was probably 2 weeks ago that this story came up. And I was just like, oh, no. This is a team that's going to win the World Series this year.
According to you.
And now he's out.
I feel bad for guys that get hurt.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyway, so
now we'll move on to your favorite division.
Okay. The only good thing about this is like the American League Central.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one team above 500.
Mm-hmm. But let me get back to the American League Central. You said they won their last 10 games in a row?
No, that's the American League East.
But the
Tampa Bay Rays.
No,
they were 9-1. They've been 9-1.
Yeah, they lost to the Bo Sox on Friday the 8th. They did. They got the Blue Jays tonight.
And I look at this and it's like, okay, so the Angels are 16-26. They're not the worst team in the major leagues.
They weren't the worst team in the major leagues last year.
Well, this year they're not.
And they're not yet.
They are in the bottom 5 this year.
Of course. Well, obviously tied for the
bottom 5. Because the New York Mets are 15-27.
Well, Houston Astros is tied with them, so they have to be tied with somebody in their category. Okay.
Granted.
And this. I'm going to get. We'll get to my team later because this is what really frustrates me about my team. And it doesn't really. The games don't matter.
Let's wait till we get to your team. Anyway, so there it is. I don't expect the Angels to be any higher than that the rest of the season.
381. So you think they're
No, I think they'll be better than 381. I just don't think they're going to be. No, I think they're going to be last in the American League West.
Do you think they're going to be in the 400s? Win percentage?
Yes, I think I'm thinking they'll probably lose 90 games. Because they'll have a hot streak.
They're going to get to like 64 games, you think? 65? 70?
Yeah. I would think, they would get to about 70 wins.
All they got to do is get like 62 or 63 to get into the 400s.
Yeah. I think they'll probably get pretty close to 70
And so do we have a date that we say, hey, we've realized they're not going to hit 500?
Once the Angels get to 82 losses, we know.
I know, but do we know when? Do you have like
Oh, a date for
Like is
that.
that
I'd have to look and
the
see
deceleration day or something like
the
that,
deceleration day.
or whatever we want to call that.
It'll I don't know. I'd have to look to see how many games. It'll probably happen. I would think somewhere around September 1st.
Well, I mean, on this pace, if you're a quarter of the way through, right?
Right?
That means you're going to have 104 losses.
Yes.
So to get to 82, you're realistically
Well, that
about talking somewhere between halfway through the season to a third of
no.
2/3 of the way through the season.
I'm thinking I'll put a date on it, September 1st. That September 1st will be evacuation day.
3/4 of the way through the season is when they're gonna is gonna put them right at the 80. Well, no, 82. Yeah, right at the 81 mark, 82 mark.
They just got to get to 82 losses. Once they get 82 losses,
See, the problem is you're looking at they just got to get to 82 wins.
they're not going to.
Okay.
They just aren't. As much and as huge of a fan as I am, I got to be realistic. They are simply not going
I'm
to.
going to tell you what. They're going to win Friday night.
Well, we will find out. All right. Let's move forward. So enough about my misery. Just the fact that the A's
Well,
are in first place.
we're going to step back on that. Let me go back to that. I have a theory on the A's.
Okay.
On why. They feel they finally have something to play for.
What?
They're going to go to Vegas. They're going to go to a place where their games are going to be sold out
At first,
all the time.
And then once they figure out that they're really bad, they're not
going to be bad in Vegas.
They will be eventually.
I'm telling you right now, I will give them. I'm going to give them 5 years, and they'll be in the playoffs in Vegas. I think it's 3, but
the other thing, and why I would think they'll have I don't think they'll have sellouts. The stadium that they're building has only got like 38,000 seats.
They're going to sell it out.
Well, of course, if I make a stadium with 25,000 seats and I create buzz, every game will be sold out,
and it'll be loud, and there'll be people there, and they'll be excited because they'll be like, "We got another sellout. We got another sellout. We got another sellout."
Until they start to suck. Just wait until you see the June swoon for the A's.
It is going to be 8,000 degrees in Vegas.
But they're still in Sacramento. They're going to be in Sacramento for a couple more years, playing in a minor league baseball.
I'm telling you, once they get to Vegas,
okay,
I'm going to give them 5 years, and they will be a playoff team.
This year, June, they're going to crash and burn.
All right, well,
okay,
that's just because I don't like any team from NorCal, but
yeah, that's how it is. Now we go on to the National League. The statistics. Here's the thing. Right now, well, I'm not going to get into it right now. I'll get into it in a minute. The Atlanta Braves. I didn't have when I went through all this stuff. I didn't think the Braves were going to be like this. I think I picked the Phillies as winning the American League East. So
I think you're probably on the right path there, but it's crazy how they're 9 games in front of the rest of everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened?
I do not know. Well, okay, the Dodgers went into Atlanta over the weekend.
Got shellacked.
And just got whacked. So it's not like they've been beating been beating bad teams.
But the Dodgers always have these spurts where they lose 5, 6, 7, 8 in a row, but typically to the Astros and the Angels.
Okay, we'll get to the Dodgers in a second.
I know we will.
Okay, so and then I'll talk about the Atlanta Braves coming up in a minute.
But so are they I didn't. My memory is not very good, but I'm assuming they're the best team in baseball right now.
They have the best record. Yep.
And what do they have that makes them the best?
They've got good pitching.
I mean, the Dodgers have good pitching.
The Braves have really good pitching.
The Dodgers have the best pitching in baseball.
The Braves have really
statistically. The Dodgers have the best pitching in baseball.
The Braves have really good pitching.
I understand that.
Chris Sale is a really good pitcher. They've got really good guys.
Hey, you know what?
What?
That guy ordered underwear from a certain underwear company.
Oh, did he?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Plenty of it.
Nice. Glad to hear it.
Yeah. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe Shoal's not wearing that certain type of underwear. I can't say yet because they haven't officially sponsored us. Well, they're not that. I mean, the Cubs. Look at the Cubbies.
But they've still got the best. They've got the best.
Yeah,
record.
they do. But look at the Cubbies. I mean,
and in that division,
that might be the best division, top three.
Oh yeah, I mean, everybody's above 500.
I know, but I'm just saying the Pittsburgh Pirates and Cincinnati Reds are probably going to wear off.
I don't think so because remember, Cincinnati was in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, but
I don't think they're going to make it this year. I mean, both wild card teams came from the Central, the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. Excuse me, it was the Cubs and the Reds. The Brewers won, and then the Cubs and the Reds were the wild card teams.
Yeah, I know.
They've got really good. I mean, that's a really tough division, and I don't think that the World Series champion is going to come out of it, but it's a really good division. It's really tough.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I mean, right now that is. I mean, it looks like that division. Those guys have been playing the other two divisions that have right.
They've been playing the American League West,
the American League East,
the American League Central, and the American League and the National League East, with the exception of the Braves.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's go on to now the next part of this.
This hurts me severely. Not that the Dodgers are in second place, and I'm not terribly worried about that. And to tell you the truth, for baseball, I would love to see another team in the World Series. I think it's better for baseball than to have Dodgers, Yankees all the time. Dodgers, Blue Jays.
You know what though? There's in soccer, and I'm just going to draw a correlation here. In soccer in Spain, Real Madrid and Barcelona are the two biggest teams, and they battle it out every year, and they sell out, and the games are broadcast around the world because of that. And when you have two super teams like the Dodgers and the Yankees, and they square off against one another, granted, we don't want to see it every year, but seeing it often makes people go, just worldwide, it increases focus on those teams.
I don't know if it's worldwide, but first of all, that whatever word I'm looking for of the Dodgers Yankees, that's gone. The mystique is gone. Okay, there's a lot of different entertainment dollars in the United States of America. We have the Ducks, we have the Kings, we have all this other stuff going on here. Real Madrid and Barcelona. What else do they have to watch? That's literally hometown.
Oh, they've got basketball, and
we have all of that. We have what I'm saying is the entertainment dollars are spread out too thin to have what you get in soccer.
I understand your point, and I think it's valid.
I'm going to interrupt you one more time.
Sure.
Not many umpires get killed if the Dodgers beat the Yankees. Or the Yankees beat the Dodgers.
They don't kill referees
anymore.
In soccer.
Anymore.
No, there have been instances where that has happened, but it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
Okay.
People get.
I'm just telling you that it's definitely a bigger deal for Real Madrid to play Barcelona than it is for the Dodgers to play the Yankees.
Here's in the World Series, I would disagree. And the reason is, just think about the last time when the Dodgers and the Yankees played in 2024.
Yeah, thank God those guys can't field.
What the Yankees had that one horrible inning. That is going to be 25 years from now. People are going to replay that inning.
Let me ask everybody that's listening to this. What happened to Bill Buckner?
Well, he got
Well, no. Do they know what happened to Bill Buckner?
okay. Yeah. All right. I won't say a word about Bill Buckner. If you know what happened with Bill Buckner, please leave a comment below.
And I love Bill Buckner.
Yeah. But what's your Bill Buckner memory? All right. My point is this: that that inning between the Yankees and the Dodgers is going to be something that is forever, for as long as they play baseball and as long as we have a civilization that has access to history,
Mm-hmm.
is going to people are going to remember and they're going to highlight.
Okay.
It'll be
I'm not disagreeing with that.
and that but the thing that's going to make it so great is that it was the Dodgers and the Yankees.
That makes it a ton better. There's no doubt about it. It probably would even be better if it was the Dodgers or the Giants. But it wouldn't be a World Series, maybe a championship. Okay.
Uh,
Okay. But
no.
I think it would. I think Dodgers fans and
Well,
Giants fans.
no.
Because I'm a Dodger
No. No. Among Dodger fans, they may not play the Yankees with the same number of times as the Dodgers play the Giants, but beating the Yankees in anything, I don't care if it's a series at Dodger Stadium, if it's a series at Yankee Stadium, but especially in the World Series,
in the World Series,
to do that
I could be
is
slightly wrong,
is
but
that it doesn't matter.
the only other point I'm going to make, and we're going to move on to where you know.
So you don't get to. So I don't get to rebut. Okay, go ahead.
I said I'm going to make it, and you're going to move. We're going to move on.
All right.
Is Aaron Judge is still alive?
Yes.
If the same player for Barcelona had put a goal into their own net to lose a game,
he would still be alive.
I think they're more passionate about their game than we are about ours. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I could see.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know, the whole thing heads roll or whatever, but that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so let's move on here.
Not that I think it's a more aggressive. Fans are not as good or anything like that.
No,
I just think they're way more passionate.
Well, and this is just people always.
Of course, you had to bring up this.
I did.
The last 11.
But it's two parts. But there's a reason why.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the Dodgers have fallen out of first place.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Well, they've lost 7 of the last 11. Ohtani is in a slump.
Of course.
And things right now for the Dodgers are not going well. That's why they're in second place.
And they're in second place and only one game out of first place, and they're
half a game.
Half a game. Well, they're going to be one game
because well,
actually I think they play the Giants tonight.
Correct.
They have a 4-gamer against the Giants, so they could go down. They could.
Well, I can tell you one of two things is going to happen at the Dodger game tonight. They're either going to win or they're going to lose.
That's pretty good. Can
you
predict the score before the score before the game starts?
I think. Well, I don't know what the final score is going to be, but I'm going to assume it'll probably be 5-2.
It's going to be 0-0 before the game starts.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
You got me. I was thinking the final score, and you said before the game starts.
All right, there we go.
So Ohtani,
and then they got the Angels, which they always lose to the Angels.
Okay, no, they don't. But Ohtani's in a slump. They've lost 7 of the last 11. That's why they are in the situation that they're in. I mean, they're not going to win every game all year long. They're going to go through slumps. Every team does.
They're in. I mean, they played the Braves. They played the Astros and the Cardinals. I mean, 4 for 32. That's 8 games. It's 4 for 32 during that 7 of 11 games. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 1,
so
2,
far
3,
in May.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 games. Yeah. I mean, they played some pretty good teams other than the Astros.
Well, and then the other part about it is his pitching has not been very good.
Well, so here's the problem that most of us Dodgers fans think, and it's a bummer that we don't run the team, so it doesn't really matter, and they paid a lot of money. But Ohtani should not hit when he pitches, and it's tough to take that bat out of the lineup. But we're typically a team that wants to play for the playoffs and not for just to hopefully we make it above 500.
Right.
We need to save Ohtani. And he needs to understand that, like, I need to save myself maybe the last month of the season, I start hitting when I pitch again.
Hmm.
Let maybe the last 3 or 4 starts, so that then when he gets into the playoffs, he can hit while he pitches again.
Well, he's not 28. He's 32.
Doesn't
Yes, it
that?
does.
I mean, that's the other thing. He should not be hitting when he's pitching.
Okay, I can buy that.
But I guess part of his deal with signing with the team was, I'm going to hit when I pitch. The Dodgers said okay, but they still should be able to make the decision.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
where did I put my mouse over here?
Okay. So let's go on to the next part here. All right. So here's the question. So why should we care? It's a quarter of the way through the season.
Because you probably have some stat that says
I do.
The team leading at the quarter of the way through the season is the team that's going to win the World Series. So that means your Detroit Tigers are out.
No. Okay.
That's not it.
That's not it, but you're close.
I'm close.
See?
Let's see what it is.
There you go. It doesn't say that they win their division. It simply says they go to the playoffs. 70 to 75%. That means the Atlanta Braves that are 9 games up on everybody else doesn't mean they're going to win the NL East, but they have a 92% chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's why the quarter mark is important.
So the reason why they have a 92% chance, because just here it says 70, 75% of the teams that lead their bid. Why do they have a 92% chance?
Because they're 9 games up on everybody else.
So that
of making the playoffs. It doesn't say that they're going to win.
No,
I mean,
but
the Phillies can come back and pass.
Did you just do the math on that?
No, that's what that's what the computer said. The statistics that I got, they sourced it as MLB.com. So that's where
I wouldn't disagree, because if you just look, and they're probably based it on, well, they're going to continue to win at that percentage,
Well, just remember, it's just go to the playoffs.
Yeah, I know, but that's my point. That's how they came up with that percentage. They're probably saying they're going to win at that percentage. If they continue winning at that percentage, or at a 92% rate, they're going to make the playoffs.
Just look at it this way. Right now, the Braves are 14 games above 500. If they play 500 ball the rest of the year from this point, they're going to end up they're going to win 96 games.
They got 29 of
95 games.
They got 29 wins right now.
20 is 29, right?
29,
and 14 losses and 13 losses.
So they got 42 games. So they got 120 left to go, right?
Well, no, I mean just.
Well, if you what you're saying, they got 120 games left to go,
right?
So if they play 500 ball, 60, and they got 29, they're going to win 89 wins,
right? That's
89 wins going to get them into the playoffs.
I'll get them pretty close.
That's if they only play 500 ball,
right? If they play a little higher than that, then they're in for sure.
Yeah,
that's why this is in. This is why that's there. So all those teams that are in first place right now have a better chance of making it to the playoffs than those teams that don't.
So what you're telling me is the dog days of summer don't really matter as long as you get to the first quarter. It's through the first quarter, and we're leading our division by your stats.
70 to 75% since 2022, mm-hmm. since they went to the 12-team format.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's been worked out as.
6 on each side.
Correct. That's how it works.
So there's 6 teams that are leading their division.
Right. And there's 6 other teams that
will fit somewhere between 4 and 5 of those teams is going to make the playoffs.
Yep.
So all I care about.
Well, no, 8. Well, there's 12 teams, so 8 of the 12 are probably going to make it.
There's only 3. Isn't there only 3 divisions in baseball?
Right, but
so you're saying the teams that lead their division, so there's only 6 divisions.
Correct.
So there's only 6 teams that fall into this category.
Right.
So what I'm telling you is
math is wrong. Yeah.
So what I'm telling you is because there's 3 teams that are wild card teams, right?
Yes. So there's 12. So
that's
6,
how you
get
12. So that's how we get some 4 or 5 of these division leaders are going to make the playoffs. There's going to be 1 or 2 odd men out.
Well, there's 6, so yeah, it'd probably be 5.
Four,
Yeah,
four
you're right.
would be
4 or 5 of the
66%.
6.
5 would be
4 or 5 of the 6 right now.
80%, 90%. Yeah.
Right, 4 or 5. It's going to be somewhere. 4 or 5 of the teams will make it to the playoffs.
Okay, so we got to remember that.
Well, we'll have this.
Well,
there you go. Why is the quarter pole important in baseball?
because if you're leading your division, you have a 70 to 75% chance to make it to the playoffs
Bingo.
and go lose to the Dodgers.
Or the Yankees. Or the Detroit Tigers. Detroit Tigers, I believe in you. You gotta do so. You gotta get up there. I have faith. I'm sticking with the Tigers, even though the Angels are my team. I've picked
The
Tigers to win the World Series this year.
Well, if you like what we're talking about, go ahead and hit that like button and give us a subscription there. Subscribe to our channel. And the other thing we're going to ask you to do in the comments, who is or what happened to Bill Buckner?
Yes. What did happen to Bill Buckner? If you remember the story, if you remember it, please leave a comment about it. And also go back and look at my World Series prediction for this year. There's 2 videos. Go back and look. I owned it in January. All right. I've owned my position since January. And I'm sticking to it.
Hey, my 2 teams are in second place.
Doesn't mean they're going to make it to the playoffs.
Exactly. I know. Exactly.
All right. Hey, thank you very much for watching. We appreciate it.
We'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you.